I've always looked at kids as little humans because they often are very good at mirroring what's going on in our life. And when I have student speech therapists or anyone who works with me, I always tell them you need to learn really quickly to check your stuff at the door because kids are little emotional radars. So if you're having a bad day, they're going to make it worse. And often, even I would have days where one child would have a meltdown. So a meltdown is not fun if any parents have had children who have had meltdowns. You can't get them out of it. And then the next child would have a meltdown. The next child would have a meltdown. It's just like this domino effect, and it makes your day incredibly long. So just thinking of that and trying to find strategies to help them regulate from that. So a lot of parents, especially kids who are delayed with their language development. So, in other words, when I say language, it's like they might not be understanding what's being said to them, or they might not be able to speak or put their words together, or they might not have the social communication that they need. So they don't understand, they don't have good play skills. And a lot of them, I can tell you, Asha, are on devices too much. So
Yeah.
there are so many regulations, even from New South Wales government, tell you that kids under 2 shouldn't be on devices at all. And
Yeah.
kids,
Zero.
yeah, 0, correct. Big fat 0. And even when I run education things with other speech pathologists, they can't believe it's 0 either. They're like, "What?" And we're like, "No, it's 0. There's all this research showing that it's 0." And often it's taking that time out as parents to play. And it seems such a weird thing, but as a parent, like, playing with your child is like the most engaging thing that you can do for them. And often I will say, take them to the park or take them somewhere where they can engage with other children or be outside or go for a walk together. And that's where that nature comes in. And even so many kids, like, I'll take photos of kangaroos and whatever shows up on our property because we're lucky to live near the bush. They're fascinated by it. And then that is a talking point. It's
Yep.
just something so simple like that.
Yeah.
And then you can then link that in. I'm a big advocate for books. Linking
Mm.
that in, then, hey, we went and saw these like animals today at the zoo, and then linking it into having a book about those animals, and then you can promote language and that lovely rapport that you get to read with your kids. And then you're also building up their literacy. There's all this cool stuff just by going to one thing. You can stem out all this other stuff, and you don't necessarily need devices. So, like, we try and in our household, we noticed when we cut down the TV time, my son's behavior changed, and
Mm.
like dramatically. More imagine, more pretend play. He asked us less to do things. He got lost in his play, which is
Mm.
often what we forget, is that kids actually need time to play as well. And TV takes away that imagination, or being on a device takes away. And I have a lot of clients come in and say, "Oh, but they learn how to do this from watching the device." But what the thing is, the device doesn't have a conversation with you. You can't learn
That's
social
right.
skills with the device. There's no
That's
interaction.
exactly right.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I've never had a passionate and inspiring conversation with a 5 or 6 year old about Minecraft because I'm just not into it.